There is a word that society uses to shame you. They call you obsessed. They say it with a sneer, like it is a disease. They tell you to slow down. They tell you to find balance. They ask, why do you work so hard? You need to relax. Here's the truth they are too afraid to admit. Balance is a scam. Balance is for the average. Balance is for the people who are happy to die in the same zip code they were born in. But for you, the man who wants to build an empire, balance is not a goal. Balance is a brake pedal. Today, I am going to give you permission to be obsessed. And I will show you why your madness is actually the only sane way to live. Part 1, the lie of work-life balance. Look at every great man in history. Was Alexander the Great balanced when he conquered the known world? Was Kobe Bryant balanced when he was in the gym at 4 a.m.? No. They were consumed by a singular mission. Society tries to drug you with the idea of moderation. They want you to be moderate because moderate people are easy to control. Moderate people buy things to feel better. Obsessed people create things to change the world. If you want to be in the top 1%, you act like the 99%. The 99% spend their weekends escaping their life. The 1% spend their weekends building their life. Do not let average people guilt you into slowing down. Their balance is just a code word for complacency. When they say you too much, what they really mean is, your ambition makes me feel lazy. Part 2, the biology of obsession. You were not built to sit on a couch. Your ancestors chased mammoths for days without sleeping. They were obsessed with survival. That drive is still inside you, but modern society has suppressed it. They gave you video games to simulate achievement. They gave you porn to simulate reproduction. They gave you social media to simulate status. They hijacked your obsession and sold it back to you as entertainment. You need to reclaim that energy. When you focus all your dopamine on one mission, you enter a state called flow. In flow, time disappears. Pain disappears. You become a machine. This is not mental illness. This is peak human performance. Part 3, burn the boats. There is an ancient story about a commander who landed his army on enemy shores. He looked at his men who were outnumbered and afraid, and he gave a simple order, burn the boats. He stood there and watched their only way home turn to ash. He told them, now we either win or we die. And they won. Why? Because they had no plan B. Obsession requires you to burn your boats. Most men fail because they have a safety net. They say, I'll try this business, and if it fails, I'll just go back to my job. Because you have a safety net, you don't fight with everything you have. You need to create a situation where failure is not an option. When you have no choice but to succeed, you become dangerous. Your brain finds solutions that didn't exist before. Stop looking for a safety net and start looking for a match. Part 4, kill the old you. Obsession has a cost, and the cost is your old life. You cannot become a new person while dragging your old habits with you. Your old friends will not understand you. They will say you have changed. Good. You are supposed to change. If you are the same person you were last year, you have failed. The snake grows by shedding its skin. It is a painful process. It has to rub against rocks to tear the old skin off. But if it doesn't shed, it dies. You must be willing to shed your old identity. You must be willing to be misunderstood. You must be willing to walk alone for a while, because eagles fly alone. Only pigeons flock together. Part 5, monk mode. So how do you channel this obsession without going crazy? You enter monk mode. This is a period of aggressive, non-negotiable focus. You eliminate all distractions. No video games, no partying, no doom scrolling. You disappear from the world so you can work on your masterpiece. People will think you are isolated. They will think you are depressed. Let them. You are not depressed. You are building. A building looks ugly when it is under construction. It is covered in scaffolding and dust. But when the scaffolding comes down, everyone stops to stare. Your life is under construction right now. Do not apologize for the dust. Part 6, the gift of obsession. Obsession is not a sickness. It is a gift. It is the fuel that pushes humanity forward. Without obsession, we would still be living in caves. Without obsession, we would not have electricity, or cars, or the internet. The world is built by the obsessed. So the next time someone calls you crazy for working on a Friday night, smile, because they are looking at a reflection of what they are too afraid to be. They are afraid of their own potential. You are not. Conclusion.